that's true. Naked Palpatine.
Oh, you pick that one. Fresh out of the clone tank, nude Palpatine is my
Well, that's the first thing I think of when you say Dark Empire Palpatine. Hello, everybody. I don't have too much to say, and I never seem to, right, when it comes to comic books. But I have for you the many deaths of Laila Starr. Now I read this because a friend recommended it. Robert from my Expanding Universe podcasts, he recommended it because it's short, sweet, so I picked it up. Essentially, Death gets demoted, loses her job because there's a baby about to be born who's going to invent immortality, which means that Death is no longer needed, which upsets her. And as a reward for all of her years of service, she gets sent down to Earth to basically a body that was about to pass away, and I guess this girl's soul passes away, but the body remains and does not decompose so that Death can inhabit the form and live a mortal life. Of course, she's not going to die because Death's about to be canceled, so she's just going to get to live and enjoy things without having to work anymore. Very silly, very fun. I love the art, I love the aesthetic, but basically she wants her job back, and so she plans on killing this child, but when she gets the opportunity to, she does not. But maybe she doesn't kill him as a baby, because that's just wrong. Even though, realistically, Death has definitely killed babies before, because it's Death. So, but we'll ignore that for the sake of the wholesomeness of the comic. We jump ahead to when he's a kid, and she's like, okay, well, he's a kid, I still don't think I should kill him. But he deals with death, because he hasn't invented immortality yet, as he deals with a mentor figure of his passing away. We jump ahead to him as a teenager, and he sees death and everything, and they have a conversation together. It's very nice, very sweet, but she doesn't kill him yet. But now he's an adult. Maybe finally she can kill him, but he loses a bunch of family members, and he's feeling that, and he's drinking now, and he blames Death for everything, and he vows to get his revenge. He vows to make a way for people to live forever. Jump ahead again. He's now an old man. Death comes to visit him, and he says he did invent immortality, but he left it in a shoebox. He did not let the scientists learn about his invention, because he found out the beauty in life was in the frailty of it and how temporary it was. So he left it to Death to decide what to do with it. But as I said, it was a very sweet, very touching comic. The logic, I don't think, is absolutely perfect. Of course, it's a silly sort of premise to begin with, but the emotional resonance is there. And listen, I'm no man's man. I am a sensitive soul, but it still takes a bit for me to tear up. I won't lie and say I didn't tear up a little bit at the end of it, so it definitely was emotionally resonant, and it touched my heart, and I enjoyed it. It's a cute premise, cute story. Glad it was recommended to me. And it's short. It doesn't take you more than an hour, maybe less to finish. So you can definitely knock it out. And it's a nice little story, a heartfelt story. So I do recommend it. I really don't want to see... I gave you kind of the overall plot summary, but there's a lot of nuance in between that to check out. Even just like the world building of this single story with the three-headed god or whatever demoting Death, and the god of life, being besties with Death. It's all just fun and kooky, and I love the colors, I love the art of this comic. It was a lot of fun, as somebody who doesn't particularly read comics that much, I had a good time with it. But here's another one of my short and sweet reviews. Typically my reviews go on pretty long, but short and sweet here. So that's pretty much it. I probably won't return to comic books for a good long while, but I like switching up every here and there. So, I mean, besides Harry Dresden, and they has comics. But yeah, I enjoyed it. Thank you, Robert, for recommending it. And if you want to hear Robert speak, because he sounds amazing, we do the podcast together, and he is going to be the audiobook narrator for a book called Supernatural Encounters, which is a unofficial work by, well, unofficial, official. It's a complicated disaster there, but it is a Star Wars work that tries to handle all the very strange elements of the expanding universe / Legends continuity. It's quite a good read. Pretty long. Definitely don't recommend it for the layman, but for those of you who are deeply and intimately familiar with the EU, it may be something right up your alley. But the point of the matter is just, I'm only saying this because Robert's going to be doing the voice for it, and he recommended this comic to me, so make sure I give proper due respect to him for even recommending it to me. So there is that. And next time I talk to you all, we will be discussing The Wheel of Time, Book 5, Fires of Heaven, by Robert Jordan. God have mercy on my soul. Till then.